Lynx aqui novamente, é o seguinte pessoal, quartas de final da eliminatória Flower versus enfim, pessoal, eu não conheço esse player, tá, mas eu vi que num outro site ele tava jogando de Seven, o que é bem interessante, que é um personagem que a gente não tem visto tanto assim pela parte dos pro players, não sei se no casual tá tendo bastante Seven ou não, enfim, acredito até que não, mas Flower pelo outro lado vem trazendo o Yumiko aí com partidas muito boas, tá? A partida do Flower versus o Mark Moon foi muito boa, Enfim, a gente tá vendo aqui o... Olha, tá indo bem. E acredito eu que ele seja main canon, tá? Porque ele tava trazendo Seven, agora tá trazendo Zol. Então, imagino que ele seja main canon, tá? Mas enfim, vamos ver, porque é interessante, porque na 1v1, quem que traz canon? Ninguém quase, né? Hoje em dia, pelo menos. Antigamente até, às vezes, traziam Zol, basicamente, né? Enfim. E é isso, dia 23, pessoal, tem a nossa Subatom, live infinita, tá? Então se você puder, aparece lá pra jogar comigo, pra gente participar da live junto, vai ter umas metas bem legais. Inclusive meta da gente ficar careca, se a gente atingir essa meta eu vou me jogar da cadeira, pelo amor de Deus. Enfim, gente, muito obrigado a todo mundo que for participar, tá? Beijo. Bora lá, vamos ver o que vai estar rolando.
Yeah, I mean the Wisps, they force something. They force you to either stop or try to find a way around them. Alright, just a sidelight. Ooh. Was maybe trying to catch Draggy there, but he manages to dash jump in time. Once again, that high strike, nice side air. Oh, he wasn't expecting it to hit.
There's definitely been a few of those from Flower today, and I understand how that works. Like sometimes you just go for, okay, gets the KO with that extending off stage, but yeah, there's definitely some times where that just happens. That's not necessarily a mistake from Flower, it's just the way it goes sometimes when you're using those trap signatures.
Yeah, especially because it's like, it's the last hit. All right, nice side air.
Eu pensei que ele ia se preparar pra dar uma neutral sig, pra dar aquele gimpzinho, tá ligado?
That was a free one for him right there. He just couldn't quite place it in the right spot. He had the right idea. The double D-light as well.
Pra ter feito isso, ele tá muito confortável na partida, tá ligado?
Not enough damage for it to really be a threat. Downlight, neutral air.
Look, it feels like he was behind him when that D-light hit. I think he was more like 100% stacked if we look at the hurt boxes, but still, the fact that picked up so stacked, got the KO off the top. Ok, neutral air,
E olha que o Drag ele começou melhor, tá ligado? E o Flower joga muito bem, né, mano?
We only got the 2 on that. Usually they'll extend it all the way for the 3 blasts.
Ooh.
And the side air.
You have to know will hit stack, and he had just a great reaction.
Pensei que fosse haver troca de pique pelo lado do Drag, mas enfim.
One of the stages that was available to play in the first set.
Infelizmente não tenho muita informação pra passar pra vocês, tá? Sobre o player, porque realmente eu não conheço. Primeira vez que eu tô vendo match, tá?
Draggy only hits 1.
7. PR9, inclusive.
Flower tried to get saucy with it, eats the downlight neutral air, second neutral air as well. He's staying high and Draggy goes off stage with that side sig.
Será que não pode ser outro player que trocou de nome? Não. Mas eu nunca vi alguém jogar com Zol e Seven, não vão, eu acho. Acho que o máximo que eu vi foi o Lopes.
Rips the 3 instead of just waiting on the 2. I think Flower might have expected the 2. He's just, dude, you can KO so early, especially on Zol. It makes it so scary because it almost seems like whatever color change you're at, it feels like you're just one color change later. So if you're in yellow, it feels like you're in orange. If you're in orange, it feels like you're in red because it's like 2 hits and Draggy gets that color change on you.
Flower is staying out there, does come up with that side air. But yeah, he's got to start respecting the damage output of Draggy. Doesn't hit the stomp. Either of them swinging, it's going to be Draggy with the neutral light.
Draggy can just live off of these neutral lights, single hit, until he has Flower and KO damage. Oh, what a late D-light from Draggy coming out there.
Still nothing on the side of Flower. Draggy misses that down air, but Flower just wasn't in position. Stomp side air does disarm. Opportunity here for Flower, follows up off the Wisps.
He was definitely ready for that one. Oh, the down air is going to interrupt the recovery.
Still not enough to KO here, though. Doesn't get the scoop. Draggy, another neutral air, and Flower could be in trouble.
Neutral light is going to be enough to KO. Now that is a KO move, technically, on the hammer. Of course, we saw CANHÅ go for that several times in the South American 1v1 Winter Championship yesterday. I don't think he was able to find too many of them, though, and in fact, the gravity cancel one from the middle of the stage did end up getting him punished, and he lost the game off of that. The bow coming in from Flower here, the D-light in-light. There's the side light setting up. He went for the jump down air read. Draggy didn't touch the wall right away. Flower felt safe he could move in.
Ooh, Ooh, didn't expect Dragon to keep going to the left.
Doideira, né? Zol consegue farmar dano muito bom. Ametista, tá? Tá ametista. Sai farmar dano muito bem e dá KO muito bem. É uma loucura, mano.
Now this could be a potentially scary lead if you're a Flower fan out there. He does have the hammer though. That's been his like main comeback tool here compared to the bow. Getting away from that neutral air, running all the way to the left side of the stage. Going with a side sig. Draggy was too far behind him.
Man, that cannon downlight from Draggy is just such a great response to any whiff that Flower throws out, because Draggy just hits that into a neutral air, and like you said, just
Nice recovery.
Flower not afraid to extend very far off stage and really low. Hammer players love to be there for that exact reason, where they can reach up with that hammer recovery and get the KO, but he's in the later stages of Orange, and he's just done like that, and that's a JV2 for Jin Island.
3-2.
Hopefully Flower can have a little bit of a better time here. We're just tied 1-1, so it's definitely not a lost set by any means for Flower. He's going to be looking for this first weapon. Here comes the hammer, side light, and light.
Ooh, was expecting Draggy to go high. Went in with that neutral air. Now Draggy's starting to get some chunks off of Flower.
Oh my gosh! That almost
still going.
Get going, and that's the disarm. We don't even have the dex changes in, and that's the disarm.
Flower's nervous. Double exclamation point. Catches the landing and the down sig. Draggy starting to pop off with the cannon now.
A rare Zol one blast. You almost never see that. They always go for 2 or 3, and he did the one blast. He said, I need a one blast.
Oh, Draggy almost didn't touch the wall there. Still had enough movement.
Meu pai do céu.
Dude, Draggy.
Canhão é uma arma muito explosiva, né, mano? Não no sentido literal, eu tô falando, tá? No sentido de começa a dar dano ali e vai empurrando o oponente ao mesmo tempo, uma loucura.
Hammer this time. He tends to stick with the bow at the start of a stock, and yep, that's what he's going to do again.
See if he can keep Draggy Weapon Star for as long as possible. Neutral air. He's not going to... That was a bold move. That was a really bold read that he went for. He didn't want to strip the field. He didn't want to throw his weapon up and pick up the hammer. Hopefully that's not going to come back to bite him. Almost got that down air right over the corner. His timing was right. His positioning was not.
Yeah, I mean, he's done that twice now where it ends up on the stage. I don't know if it's intentional or if he's just kind of not quite hitting the movement that he wants.
A lot of jumping around. Does hit the side air, sending Draggy over to the right side. Downlight into the side air.
Sig just covering the corner. Oh, Draggy goes up into it, but once again, Flower not expecting him to.
It's that weird corner pickup. It really only lifted him just above the stage.
Nossa,
so like that
eu achei que ele fosse esperar pro Nico dar light.
Okay, caught him that time.
Insane timing.
Yeah, that was just like someone reading the code. That was Flower throwing out the down sig to catch that gravity cancel side sig of Draggy.
Okay, and light neutral air, weapon toss up. Now he's going to strip the field.
He's red though. He's got to keep Draggy from getting a weapon. Nice recovery.
Dude, the
chase dodge doesn't even need...
Deu KO, mano. Nossa.
2 stock for game number 3.
Ah, tá, é porque ele pegou o recovery, só que não mostrou que ele cancelou o recovery. Provavelmente o recovery já tava no final. Aí eu fiquei tipo, tá ligado? Só que ele tinha cancelado o recovery. A gente meio que fica tipo esperando a animação de cancelamento do recovery pra ter certeza, tá ligado? Porque às vezes tá acontecendo as coisas tão rápido que o cara nem percebe.
So one thing that could be a little bit difficult for Flower here, if he has the bow and he wants to go for those neutral air KOs, it's going to take a lot on the bow to KO on Mos Eisley, but he has a lot of options as we've seen him use throughout this entire set. Man, that's a lot of damage coming out.
Yep, that was a great play from Draggy to go underneath that down signature. Oop, doesn't hold it too much.
Yeah, I feel like that was a bait.
He's in trouble. Oh, he's going to go back in.
Perigoso.
Weapons disarmed. Flower went for the push-off column.
Completely stripping the field back over onto the cannon. Yep, D-Light neutral air is going to KO here. Not a problem. Draggy also put up a lot of damage on that stock, so it wasn't just because he's a very high-strength legend.
Ooh, okay, great turnaround there on Draggy's side. Got that side air for extra damage. Flower jumped up, but still got caught. Neutral sig reads the jump.
Segunda vez que eu vejo ele usar essa Neutral Sig, a primeira foi contra o Markimu e, cara, quase que acertou. Foi muito, tipo, esquisito não ter acertado, na real, né, quando foi. E foi uma situação que lembra um pouco até agora quando ele usou. Meio parecida a situação.
Okay. Able to land on top of him with that neutral air, gets a side light, down sig, and he's ready for the reaction. Just a side light, couldn't get more.
Yeah, you don't see him go aerial this time like he did previously because he knows.
Ele adaptou ali, né?
That big neutral air hitbox catching Flower, who's moving over.
Two exclamation points coming up, but he does get here in time. Touches the main stage, does eat a down air, not going to be the KO just yet.
Downlight.
Playing very aerially so he doesn't get caught by the downlight. There it is. Man, dude, that hits so...
Mano, vai pro 2-2, será?
I mean, it's just such a good hitbox to set up for that neutral air. Flower has to really play around that when he's in the red.
Man, good job copying Draggy's movement there, but staying just enough out of his effective range so he can find the unarmed hits. The down air, that is going to disarm and a follow-up down air. This should be it. He's going to have to take everything to get back. You saw the dodge come out. Those iframes were done. Flower times the down air, gets the KO. That was a great trap setup, too.
It was a little cheeky just because, like, if Flower didn't do anything off of it, that could have just saved Draggy. But obviously, Flower was trying to set up something stylish. Ooh, goes into the blasts.
Yeah, I'm glad he ripped that 2 blast when he did rather than going for the 3. Otherwise, the blast would have came out too late. Not gotten the hit. That's going to be the recovery interruption. If we could get a solid hit here from Flower, Draggy's going to get back onto the main stage. Neutral air comes through whiffing. There's the in light from Draggy the wrong way. He started to hit those in lights the wrong way here.
Okay. Caught the dodge with that neutral light. Double neutral light into the recovery.
Minha voz até foi de base agora, tá ligado?
Ooh, Draggy was just a little bit too aerial for that D-light. The side light coming through, but here comes the neutral light from Draggy. Another neutral light right over the corner. Juggles coming in with the neutral airs. Down air. Can he get the side light? Is he looking for a side light? No, just another down air.
Okay, good side light. Draggy burns the dodge, but Flower wants the easy KOs, the consistency that Hammer can give. Neutral air.
Man, that's Mos Eisley right there. Keep it Draggy alive. That's Mos Eisley right there. Keep it Draggy alive.
Oh, he's on the bow, though. The neutral air is not going to do it. He wants the weapon. Draggy's able to pick up the axe in time. Throws out the Sig. Another neutral air.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's exactly what I was talking about at the beginning of this game. If Flower loses this because he's not able to get these neutral air KOs off the top of Mos Eisley, that is going to be heartbreaking because that'll push you to a game 5.
Avoids the downlight.
Yeah, he was just so high after that.
Another neutral air. It'll do it.
Achei que não ia dar conta, velho. Mas foi muito bom o set, foi muito bom o set. Não esquece, gente, dia 23, beleza? Começa esse batom. Um beijo e até o próximo vídeo. Tchau, tchau.